Welcome back, guys. This is Madhav PVL, and today we are going to see the Lab 2 from the AWS. So now let's get started. So as this is not possible in my laptop because of some technical issues with my command prompt, so John is going to show us with this lab in his laptop. John, you can continue.
Okay, so right now I'm just going to start an instance and I'm just going to name it.
Okay. So we need to just name an instance of our own, and we need to take this Ubuntu server.
And I'm going to choose the Ubuntu server 20.04. And it's still a free tier, so there's no worries about being charged in any
Yeah.
way. Um, the T2 micro instance type is fine.
Yeah.
I already have an existing key pair in a place that where I know its location. You need to know its location because you need to access it at some other point.
We just create a
So
new key pair, then we will just get something like a downloaded file. But make sure you know the location of that particular key file. So that is the most important thing.
right, and also I directly download a PEM file, but depending on the system that you're using, you might have to download a .ppk file. So keep that in mind.
Uh,
Um, so after doing that, we need to edit our network settings. We can choose the default VPC. Um, you can also choose your availability zone. For now, it doesn't really matter, so that we can leave it as no preference. It will automatically select one based on what's available. And now you also want you to have an auto-assigned public IP, so it's automatically enabled. If you don't want that, if you want something unique for yourself, you can disable that, and it will ask you and it will prompt you to do that.
yeah,
But
better
for
if you
now, we're
just
just going to check enable.
yeah.
And we're also going to create a new security group. We leave the name as is. Description can be as is, or we can change the description. But for now, we're just going to leave it as is.
Yeah.
Now, first type is SSH. This one, I'm going to change it to my IP. And then I'm going to create another security group, and this one I'm going to select HTTP, and I'm going to change this to anywhere.
Well,
So now all IP addresses will be able to pass through. And then I'm going to choose another one. And where this time I'm going to take
ICMP IPv4.
all, yes, this one. And we're going to change it again to my IP. So these are the important changes that you need to make. I'm just going to flash this on the screen for now and just take a note of it. SSH, HTTP, and all ICMP IPv4 address. So you need to configure your security groups in such a manner. And for the rest of it, you don't really need to bother with changing much.
Mine will be
Um,
same.
yeah, none of this matters really, to be honest, for this particular lab. So I'm just going to launch the instance.
So the main thing which we need to just remember is if we need to just use this instance, the 2x2 checks should be completed. So it will just take up to 5 to 10 minutes. So only if the checks are completed, then only we can use this PEM file.
So now we have both the checks passed. Now I'm just going to select um, our instance, and I'm going to go to there is a way to connect directly.
Yeah.
We can connect through the EC2 instance, but this usually doesn't seem to work. So instead of doing that, we're just gonna click on this, and now this is the most important thing that we need: a public IPv4 address. We're gonna copy this.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go to my shell, and I'm going to go to the place where my
PEM file.
uh, PEM file is, and I'm just gonna check to see if it's there using the ls command, and it is there. And now I'm gonna see if it has the right um, what do you call it, the right accesses so that we can read the file.
Okay.
And if you can see over here, by typing ls -al, it is showing that it is a readable file.
Okay.
Now, if it doesn't say that, what you have to do is you have to type in chmod 400 and then type in the name of your pen file. Host key.
If it is not present in that particular ls,
Yeah, if it's not a readable file, this is what you need to do. You need to change the permissions for it.
Okay.
And then you press enter and then type the same command again, and then you can see that it's reading. So for me, it's not needed, so I can go ahead. Now we need to connect to the EC2 instance from your shell. So the command that you type is ssh -i or -i, and then you type in the name of your pen file, host key.cem space. Now the name of the server that you're using, ubuntu at. Now you need to paste the IPv4 address that you just selected.
The thing which we copied now.
And press enter.
Oh.
And now it's going to prompt you, and you need to type in yes.
Yes. Is it possible to increase the font size?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. That's better.
Okay, great. So now you can see we're actually connected to the Ubuntu server. We're in there. Now we need to get to the root user. So we need to type in the command sudo su.
Okay.
By doing this, we get to the root.
Yeah.
And now we need to set up our environment. So for this, we need to type all the commands that are over here.
Just
so
paste those commands in the description. So you
guys step by step.
Yeah.
So this is going to take a little bit of time because it needs to prep our environment.
Updation of Ubuntu, right? So this is update.
Yeah. And usually when you do this step, you usually get about 64 directories or something. Yeah, see, 64 packages that need to be upgraded. So then what you do is just type this command again, take this and paste it in here. So now that's done. Now we just go ahead and we install the Apache server.
Apache 2 server. Yeah. Fine.
Now that since that's done, we just need to type this in and see if it's active or not.
Yeah. Just take the working status, right?
Yes. And see, it is actually running right now.
Right.
And then the last step we need to do is we need to enable it. And so we take that and then we paste it in here. And now that's been enabled. Now we go back to our instance here.
Yeah.
We copy the address, open a new tab,
so
and paste it over here.
Get this Apache server running.
And this is all you need to do for Lab 2.
Okay. I think this made some sense. Please subscribe to Works of the College and also post your doubts in the comment section. Please share with your friends. Please support us. Yeah. Thank you for watching.